Okay, hello, welcome. I'm Milo, welcome back to the stream. I hope you're having a nice day. This week I'm going to follow up last week's belated mermaid stream of retro mermaid games with a slightly more modern mermaid game, Aquaria. This was released in 2007. Let's see, I featured it briefly on a previous stream about mermaids. And today's look at the game itself will be just as brief, but I'll be jumping off of that because I think the game itself has been probably covered pretty well elsewhere on the internet, but what I'm going to be playing in addition to that is some like ancillary material around Aquaria, and this includes a demake in a sort of 8-bit style, a guest appearance in Super Meat Boy, and some mods that people have made for the game that give you a new experience in the game engine. So just to start off with today, let's go on here. Just trying to set up my iPad. What are you doing? Get your act together. Live, there we go. Alright, so what I did is I got the Steam version. I originally played this on Mac thanks to the Humble Indie Bundle release. It was in the very first Humble Indie Bundle, and along with that I think is when they created a Linux port, because all the games in that bundle were available on Linux. It was on Mac as well as PC. The current Steam version is only available for PC, and it also used to be on smart devices, iOS and Android. I don't think it's on iOS anymore. It was deprecated. Don't know about Android. But we'll watch this because a big part of the game Aquaria is its story. It's a very narrative-driven game. In addition to that, the exploration is very important, and there's some really cool core mechanics that I'll show off a little bit. Looks like I talked over all the parts where Naja was talking. Oh well. Here we go.
I came to this place to think. This cave was my sanctuary. Here the verse was so focused that I could feel it humming in the stones around me. If I called out in song, the cave and its creatures would dance to my tune. If I had stayed there, I might have found peace. But eventually, loneliness and restlessness drove me away.
Okay, and that's how the game starts. So yeah, you do have an option of mouse controls that give you a lot of analog motion, as well as then using buttons you're able to move around. Or you can use the controller using the thumbstick. Oh, maybe you have to enable that in settings or something. Yeah, joystick should be working. Oh well, I'll use mouse, that's fine. I believe it supports controls as well, but yeah, it's like spacebar to do the swim action to go faster, and you have complete analog freedom with a mouse. And when you right click, that opens up a really cool mechanic in this game, which is the singing. Now, I was just looking up about the credits of the game. So, you know, mostly it's a game made by two people, Derek Yu and Alec Haloka. And, you know, note on that, it's come out in the years since the game's release that Haloka had some problematic behavior that caused some controversy, and is also sadly no longer with us. But Derek Yu is a very he's a good guy, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I also wanted to call out the Voice of Naja, since it's very important to the story of the game that Naja is a vocal character, and Jenna Sharp provides the voice. I presume both in speaking and in singing, and that's the mechanic that I want to talk about now, because when you open this up, these all represent different notes, as well as representing parts of, well, basically you can use songs as like magic spells once you learn them. And by doing the right combination, just like in something like, you know, Ocarina of Time, or I've seen it compared to Loom as well, the adventure game. Once you learn the combination, you can cause certain effects. But you find like a yellow bud, you can sing the yellow note to cause it to open up, and you'll get items. And there's a whole inventory system, which... oh, the map. The map's lovely, very helpful. What's that? Oh, free look? Okay. There's like a... yeah, okay. So I've learned shield somehow. I guess I just started with it. Or maybe I got it from that bud back there. That's great. So now that I've cast that, a shield will protect me, and you can see its effect around Naja there. So there's tons of spells or songs that you learn throughout the game, including transformations that give Naja new powers. The one I spent a lot of time in on my original playthrough is the... little dancing crustaceans. I think it's the first transformation you get, that's sort of dark orange and lets you fire projectiles of fire. Yeah, I already knew this game. Ah yes, so there's also crafting or cooking. You can use items you gain to make food items to restore your health and have other buffs and stuff. I wonder if there's something over here. Just a loop. Sometimes there might be hidden walls.
I was wise to use the full range of my physical abilities to avoid it. With a powerful thrust of my legs, my webbed feet would propel me forward, leaving my pursuers in my wake.
Excellent voice acting. So it's just like a really nice, beautiful game. They've done a great job on the animation and just making a huge explorable world. This is just a very small part of it. All those passages lead off into whole new areas to explore. And there's puzzles, and yeah, it's just a very involved and awesome game.
The verse flowing through me.
Okay.
Certain songs stirred the verse deeply, causing changes in the surrounding waters. The first song I had discovered would wrap the verse around me, protecting me from environmental dangers.
So that just loops back. Another cool feature that you find later on is pets. You can get up to...
within these crystals flowed to places beyond this world.
Oh yeah.
And the memories of all who neared them were reflected in their depths. I chose to record my story within these crystals for the benefit of those who would journey beyond my life.
That's the justification for the save system. Oops.
In all my memory, every day had been like every other. If she had not appeared before me in that moment, I might have stayed in those waters for the rest of my days, living as a simple creature. But I was compelled to follow.
I think the game might be a little quiet, so I'm going to turn it up. Oh, it very aggressively captures the mouse, as long as I don't hover over that window. Okay, there we go. I've turned it up a bit. I think I remember who this is, but it's been a while, so the particulars of the story escape my mind. Oh, here we go. Oh, I forgot this. They throw you right in with the transformation, so this is the projectile attack that I was talking about. I do like this movement mechanic. You grab onto the wall and then boost off it, You're supposed to like fight these things, but whatever. Ow. I'm losing a lot of health. You can also charge this attack. Ugh. Ow. I think you might be supposed to die there. But that's just a quick demonstration of that form that comes in handy. When you charge the attack, it fires out multiple projectiles around you.
The strange form faded before my eyes. Perhaps I'd only dreamed her, but I was no longer the same. That vision. I'd lived as a feral creature, not thinking beyond the simplest desires. Until now. As if from a dream, I awoke to the reality of my existence, to the fact that I was alone. I knew that this world was called Aquaria, and that my name was Naja, but I could recall nothing else. Was I the only one of my kind left? Was I destined to live out the rest of my days in solitude? My heart ached for answers.
For answers to questions such as these, play the full game.
Far more than I'd wished to
We're not going to answer them on this stream. I was just wondering if I could reach an area, not immediately, but there's another mechanic that I wanted to show, but I might not get a chance to right now, which is when you get to the water surface, you can leap out of it in the same way that Echo the Dolphin does. There's even water bubbles that you can jump to at a certain point. But you can sort of leap off onto land, and then, yeah, it's cool. And that's used in some of the mods as well. Gibbon says that this might have been the first game that she ever bought on Steam. Wow, yeah, I saw when I got it on Steam recently, because I had the DRM free version from Humble Indie Bundle for a while, was that you were the only one on my friends list who'd also played it. Yeah. So let's see. Let's go into our home just for a tick. I mentioned Derek Yu, the co-creator. Oh yeah, there's also a sort of code language throughout the game. So I think it's a simple substitution cipher, but if you can figure out, there's lots of Easter eggs and hidden messages around. Yeah, Derek Yu went on to create Spelunky, a highly popular roguelike platformer game.
I had come home.
So this is our little house. You'll get different things happening in here as you progress. You can return to it. There's like a warping feature to get around the map, like any good Metroidvania.
By cooking them together with the verse,
and the cooking system.
I could create new foods. Some of my recipes proved to be very useful.
I forget how it works. Drag to Naja's mouth to eat. Nice. So that's my existing inventory, and then you can put things from your inventory here to try and cook them. And if you don't have the right stuff... Okay, so that worked as a seed cake. You can also make mistakes, as in, you know, Paper Mario and stuff. Yeah. I think that's going through the tutorial in this opening area. It's a good demonstration of what the game's about. There's a lot more narrative as you go on, and bosses and strange creatures to discover. But what I want to do now is move on to some of the interesting other projects around this game. Associated fan works, I guess you'd call them, and such. So yeah, let's do that. Quit. We'll be coming back to this though, because we launched mods through this game through its own internal system. It's got good support for mods. Okay, so the first one that we're going to do as a sideways thing is this one that I'll just capture over here. There's nothing in the about page. Yeah, Subnautica is another underwater exploration game. Very different. I only found a few mods for Aquaria, and I'll show you what ones I found later. First of all, this is a demake. So let's just look at this. Huh. Okay. So that's good. I didn't know this before. What I knew about this was from the TIG source thread about the development of the game. So this is a game that was made for TIG source, or the indie game source, website and community that was more or less run, or at least Derek Yu was an important admin and mod and figure editor in the TIG source community. So that's interesting because Derek Yu made Aquaria and was involved indirectly in the creation of this one. Anyway, this is made in 2008 by Oracle, the user on the TIG source forums, but looking at the little credit here, Oracle might be a pseudonym for Christopher Goldsmith, who's based in Chile. He credited for Flod, F-L-O-D, for music in the thread, but now I can see that Nils Kjellman is the name of Flod. Yeah, so I've played some demakes from TIG source before, and they're always a lot of fun. These are sort of bootleg, they're sort of faux bootleg kind of things in this era. They had these contests where you would make a more restricted, limited technologically version of an existing game and give it like a knockoff name. So Oracle was kicking around a few names for this one and settled on Aquarium as opposed to Aquaria, and was thinking about giving a different name to the character here, but I think in the end it's just Naja. So we're getting a very similar intro to what we had in Aquaria itself, just without the voice acting. Using the arrow keys. Okay, I can do that. But perhaps more comfortable, once I learn the other functions, would be using my controller. So I'll set that up when I learn what functions I have. Hopefully you can enjoy the music. X. Yeah, so it's a very simple game. I think it's just arrow keys and X. So I'll set that up on joy to key now. Okay, so that should work like this. Application pause, wrong button. Nope. Sorry. Okay, so that's my swim button. And yeah, so it's a much more simple game in this iteration. You've got your health bar and just traversing these little environments. Oracle wanted to include more features in the game, but had to halt development at a certain point. I realized that escaping wasn't always an option, and that in order to advance, I would have to defeat all my enemies using Z to attack. Okay, now I actually do need to set up controls. So we'll do X, and this one can be Z. Okay. Little shots. Okay. So yeah, he's converted into more of a little action shooter type experience. And yeah, like he had other plans for the game, but development had to be halted due to the passing of his grandmother, sadly. Apparently there's a tribute to her within the game. We might experience that as we go on. But yeah, it's extremely cute. I like what he's done to homage the original game. Oh, okay, I think we need to defeat everything to move on. Part of the original idea of the game was also referencing another famous indie game, Cave Story. So this was originally going to be called Aquaria, the Underwater Cave Story. And it would mash up the undersea Aquaria context with Cave Story stuff. And in others, brute force wasn't always the answer. By holding C, I could feel the verse through my seeing, enabling me to interact with Aquarium in different ways. So C, what button is that? Hold on. Yeah, okay. So by doing this, I can sing. A bit more of a simple mechanic, I think. We use it to do stuff. I use it to pick up a rock. Okay, great. Yeah, so let me see. Yeah, it was going to be like a full crossover, including having Curly Brace from Cave Story as a playable character in the game. But that did not go through, so in the final release here, the fauna in Aquarium proved to be very useful when my energy was running low. A simple melody and they would open their hearts to me. Yeah, in the final release it's just what you see here is what you get. Which is perfectly fine. By singing into those strange crystals, the melody echoed far beyond this world, immortalizing my story in time. It also seemed to have an odd effect on my wounds. Okay, so we can save and heal. Oh, we're not saving, we're actually making a password. Tut to save, tutorial save. Cool. Very 8-bit style. Finally, I left the waters I always knew as home. I felt no sadness, but strangely, an odd sensation of familiarity took over me. By the way, this game is running very small. The window is tiny in the middle of my screen, and I cannot make it any bigger. Yeah, if I try, it just gives you a border. Oh, now I've messed it up. Put the pearl in there. So that's why it might look a little bit blurry, is because it's a very tiny window that's being slightly upscaled by OBS. Okay. Ow. How do I... yeah, like I say, it's blurry. If I knew how to blow it up in a better way, that would be nice, but I don't know exactly how to do that in OBS. Maybe if I pause the game and fiddle a little. There is an option to pause. Spacebar, okay. So I'll just pause that for a second. Check out here. I'll right click. Filters perhaps. Point, maybe. I'll figure this out. Scale filtering, that'll be it. Point. That's awesome. Hopefully that looks a little better. Oh, that's much better. Oh my gosh. I wish I'd known that a long time ago. I'm such a noob. Oh, yes, I love having that. There. That's great. One time I played a WonderSwan game, and I did a complicated thing where I turned it on its side, but the emulator didn't support turning on the side, so I had to look at the OBS window, but then because I shrunk the real window, it was small and I didn't really get it. I was stupid. Still am, maybe. Anyway. Hopefully that looks better now. Trying to hold the button down, that did not help. Yes, I think that does look better. That's good. So I'm not sure how long this will be, but I assume pretty short. Yeah, that's a lot of jellies. Oh boy. Are they multiplying? Yeah, they're doing like mitochondrial reproduction asexually. Mitochondrial? Is that right? Oh my gosh. I got sent a fair way back. Meiosis or mitosis? I forget. So we need to put a stop to that before it gets out of control. Okay, it wasn't that one. Cool. You can't dash while holding the pearl. Okay, so let me tell you a bit more about the development. So it was made in 2008 for a demake bootlegs contest that TIG Source was putting on annually at that time. I've played some of the results of those contests on stream before. I can't remember exactly which ones. Maybe the 2D GoldenEye one. Anyway. Suffice it to say, it's a good source for these quite well-made little demo demakes, long before itch was around. If you're lucky, some of the creators have kept their work and put it on their more modern itch pages. I found that in one or two cases. But yeah, the indie scene has been thriving for many years, of course. Alright, what was the deal here? Is this where all the jellies were? We'll get a quick heal first, that'll be nice. Oh, of course I immediately lose it. Ridiculous. Yeah, so Oracle was documenting the creation of this game in a TIG Source forum thread. Excuse me? This one's become invincible. Oh, I read about this. People were having a problem with an invincible jellyfish in the thread. But yeah, due to the interrupted development, it didn't progress beyond version 0.1. And that bug was never fixed. So hopefully we don't encounter it again. Yeah. I gotta move that as well. Ah. Okay. Just move that out of the way. And then we can proceed. No. Get the heal. It's only one heart at a time from that heal, so I'll just have to be careful. Ah! Well, I'm being impatient instead of careful. I didn't consider that it would bounce off the other jellyfish and come back at me. That's okay, we'll get through this. I got time. I'm more happy spending time on this than Aquaria itself, which I think is better documented. This one, maybe not so much, so it's nice to show off something a bit more obscure. On that note, the game is not available anymore. So in the forum thread, Oracle linked where you can download the game from, which apparently he ended up able to host it on a website shared by Terry Kavanagh. So Terry Kavanagh's site, what was that called again? I didn't write it down. It doesn't matter. Anyway, Terry Kavanagh, you might have heard of his works. He made VVVVVV. Nope, that's one too many V's. As well as Super Hexagon and the more recent Dicey Dungeons. As well as some really interesting freeware games back in the day. Anyway, the original download for this game was under his domain, under a /Oracle sub section for Oracle, the creator of this game, but it's not there anymore. Nothing from that era is on the Wayback Machine, sadly. Okay, I've got a pearl that I can drop in statue over here. So we've passed the jellyfish point. Yay. Yeah, so it's not there anymore, but thankfully some enterprising fan from the time has archived. What am I going to do with this? Drop it in that other clam perhaps? Oh, it's not even lit up. I wonder why that is. We'll open this up, but it closes again. Yeah, so what if I drop this here and then sing? That picks it up. Oops. Maybe it's another destroy them all section. A kill room, as they say. Yeah, so the game's not available anymore. It's not even on the Wayback Machine, but somebody back in the day archived it and put it on their own fan page or an FTP, which is where I found it. And actually, Kathy found it for me. She's very kind. Yeah, just in somebody's hidden FTP, if you try to go back from the FTP subfolder where I found this, then you get like a not allowed error. What is going on here? What am I supposed to do? So yeah, somebody had saved mods of Aquaria and just various material related to the game, including this little demake fan game. So that's nice. I'm not sure what to do now. It looks like we have a new chatter in stream. Oku Thor, hello, good to see you. This is a small demake of Aquaria. Let's try and take these out. Maybe I need to bring the dark pearl back to that earlier spot, because putting the red one in is not what opened the door down here. It was moving the boulder. So maybe a bit of backtracking is in order. And I sped through this section. Woof. Okay, cool. That's good. Ow. Tanked one hit. That's okay. Clear out the enemies here to make things a little bit easier on ourselves. Oh, they've all come back. Never mind, I'll leave those ones. So this pearl here is what I'm thinking might be the solution. Okuthor says, this reminds them of swimming in Commander Keen. Yeah, I can see it. I've only played one of the Commander Keen games, but yeah, they're obviously evoking a retro feel to this, as a lot of demakes do. It's part of the job description. Oh my gosh. Yeah, these jellies multiply themselves and they can get quite out of hand if you leave them alone, as I did. So let's root out the infestation now. It'll give us some breathing room. Oh my gosh, they've really filled this corridor. Grab some health. Hooray! So I showed you that there's shooting mechanics in Aquaria. So everything here is really just simplified renditions of things that existed in the base game. Okay, looks like we've encountered the invincible jellyfish problem again, sadly. But we've cleared a lot of them back there. Hopefully that'll be enough. Oh, I can hold down the dash button instead of tapping it. That helps my finger a lot. Alright, so my plan is to bring this pearl back to that other statue and see if that opens up a new path. Yeah, also the music is recreations of the music from Aquaria. Okay, so we'll see if that's changed anything. In more of a chiptune style by Flood. Yes, that did! There's two paths away, but one of them has opened up. And let's proceed. Ooh. Aha, I see what's going on. I need to bring the red pearl to the red statue. These are tough. Are these invincibly bugged as well? Ugh! I hope not. But you know what we can do is just bring the pearl there and drop it the rest of the way. Oh, great. I always said how the original Aquaria reminded me of Echo in many ways. The similarity has been noted. But, yeah. This reminds me of the Master System versions of Echo. A bit simpler. And of course both games have orb escort quests. Alright, great. So that's opened this door, I assume. Lovely. Please let me save the game. Oh, that's the end. Okay, cool. So obviously though, it's going to be more. By the way, there is a note down there if you can read it. To my dear grandmother. Oh no, it's gone. It went away too quickly. I'll just have a look on my stream back up on the side here. To my dear grandmother, may you finally find the peace that you deserve. You'll be forever in our hearts. And there was another message which I similarly missed, which I think is to the developer's partner. How do I go back? Anyway, it's there. You can go back and read it if you like. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to. It was going too quickly. So that was Aquarium. Very cute. I'm very pleased that I was able to play it, despite it being kind of removed from the internet in the intervening years. It was obviously a bit of a throwaway thing. After the contest was over, it sort of passed from memory, but it's nice to uncover it in this way. I don't know if I mentioned it actually won a 3rd place in the TIG Source demake competition from 2008, so that's great. I think that may have been the same year that Gang Garrison 2 was released, the 2D demake of Team Fortress 2, which I think is really cool as well. All right, so I promised a few other projects. That was the demake. Now there's going to be the official guest appearance, and similarly, it's a deconstruction of Naja into a blocky pixel form. You might have heard of this game. It's called Super Meat Boy. Just get a game capture going. Is that working? That's not working. Super Meat Boy. Oh yes, and of course, content warning for sensitive viewers. Super Meat Boy contains a lot of flashing lights and colors, as well as violent imagery and blood, etc. in a cartoony way. Alright, that capture seems to be working. That's good. This is a game from 2010, released originally for the PC. When it was ported to console, there were many changes, including a new soundtrack, which has now been put back into this version of the game. How's the volume level? Let's check that. That looks okay. The game can be loud at times, so yeah, let me know if you can't hear me well enough. I did read more recently... Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, the original soundtrack's by Danny Baranowski. They couldn't work out a licensing agreement when they made the console port, so there's a new one by 3 or 4 artists collaborating. One of the artists is a collaboration of 2 artists called Ridiculon, also David Scatliff and Laura Shigihara, who you might know from Plants vs. Zombies. That's the music that makes up the 2015 version. From what I've played, I prefer the original, but I'm less familiar with the new one, so I might as well use the new one to maybe I'll get to know it a bit better and like it more. So the game has a lot of guest characters. I've been playing through it a bit to the point where I could unlock Naja for this stream. She's one of the available characters. So once you try and enter a level, we'll get our choice there. I've progressed through the game past, through the forest, the hospital, you saw it there, whatever the other one was, and then Hell. And I've just got to Rapture, which is one of the final parts of the game, and the most difficult. One of the most difficult. So this will be a bit of a test. I'll be trying to use Naja in, basically the end game portion. Once you enter a level, you can pick from different characters. A lot of these are guests from other games. So the console ports have a completely new set of characters that are different, or not completely different, but there's the guest characters that are available are a different selection. So Alien Hominid is here, Ogmo from Maddie Thorstein's game Jumper, so she's the creator of Celeste. The Head Crab from Half-Life 2, Joseph from Machinarium, a really cool adventure game which I do recommend. That's Commander Viridian, I believe. They are from VVVVV, previously mentioned by Terry Kavanagh. Jill from Mighty Jill Off. This is a game I considered playing on stream a while ago, but I'll reconsider it at some point perhaps. Fly Wrench I don't really know about, but they're a really weird character to use. This I believe is Steve from Minecraft. I don't remember who this is. This is command video from BitChip Runner. And Naja, we've almost unlocked her. I wanted to get to the point where I could just about unlock her. There's also secret characters. You can type in codes on this screen. So I've just typed in... Oh, that didn't work. Never mind. Alright, so my goal right now is to get one bandage, which is enough to unlock Naja. And I'll do that in the warp zone here, I think. So I've unlocked this warp zone but haven't completed it, and they usually contain two bandages. So these kind of warp zones are references to older gaming systems. There's Game Boy ones. This one's more of a Game Gear type setting. And you always play as Meat Boy in these ones. You can't choose the other characters. Oh. Okay. Wow, I'm not doing very well. Okay. Oh yeah, one of the other guest characters is the kid from I Want to Be the Guy, which is a game I've played almost all the way through. I got to the final boss and stopped. Oh, that sucks. The levels are getting very hard at this point, and also very long sometimes. So, yeah. While I was doing this playthrough, which is a fresh playthrough on this computer, to get to the point to unlock Naja, because I didn't have the save file for it, I actually failed to unlock the kid. I tried for a while, but it was too much for me. Even though I have the achievement for it, which means I've done it on another platform at some point. Yeah. Never mind. We're not going to do that warp zone, I guess. I'll just try and find a bandage somewhere else. I should have recorded where a bandage was that would be available for me to get, so that this wouldn't take too long. In fact, I think there might be one in an earlier level. Yeah, I've only got 4 out of the 20 available here. I stopped at a certain point so that I wouldn't get to the 50 mark. So yeah, I'm not sure where it is, where one would be, so I'll just play a few levels. Obviously there's not one here. I wanted to show off Naja, but I also wanted to show off the process of unlocking Naja, even though that's probably unnecessary, but yeah. Alright, this level will work. Oh no, the Steam pop-ups aren't coming up. I forgot to go into offline mode. Alright. I know how to get this bandage. This is the one that I remember consciously avoiding. It's just a bit tricky. You gotta avoid that, get through here, hit that button, not get killed, come all the way back down. This might be one of the harder ones, actually. Yeah. I know how hard that one is, so I'll try a different one. Okay, there's one. That should be easy. So I've got it, now I just need to finish the level. Oh. You know what? Let's pick a new character. Joseph has a double jump. Oops. This might be my best chance to grab this one and get out alive. Some of them, you're intended to use an alternate character. There's one in the Salt Factory, which is the other world that I couldn't remember before. That definitely requires somebody who can double jump or something. Maybe Fly Wrench is even better. But I just have a lot of good feelings about Machinarium. It was a really cute game. Really intricate art style. Okay. This is the tricky part because the alternate characters have slightly different... Oh, great. Slightly different controls and physics to Meat Boy, and I'm very used to playing as Meat Boy. So, now that we have 50 bandages, that's the screen I wanted to show. We've unlocked Naja with that beautiful art. And let's try and do Rapture as Naja. Now, Naja is one of the most technical characters in the game. Often speedruns of this game involve, as fast as you can, getting enough bandages to the point where you unlock her, and then you can use her to speed through a lot of levels in a very interesting, different way than what Meat Boy is able to do. So you can see what she looks like here, very cute, chibi style. She leaves water puddles behind her as she runs. You can press the run button to charge up a transformation briefly. So this is that shooting mode that we had a brief look at in the tutorial. But instead of shooting, she can do a dash. And this dash is really cool because you can speed through things, but you can also break certain parts of the levels with the dash. You can sometimes go right through walls with it, which is what the speedrunners like to do. I have barely used Naja in this game, so this is going to be a learning experience. Oops, yeah. And she can't run because her run is replaced with this dash thing, which is a bit of a problem for me because I'm, again, used to Meat Boy's controls, but she's pretty similar. I'll try and use the dash to get through this part and see how we do. Once you activate it, you actually do a little mid-air stall, sort of. So you could use that, or it could completely distract you. Anyway, yeah, she's a really cool addition to the game as part of Super Meat Boy's kind of feeling of being this indie celebration as it was, by including all these guest characters. Woo! Yay! We did it. And this is a fun feature at the end. You get to see all the ways you died as you tried to get through the level. I love that feature. Anyway, yeah, the whole guest character thing was really cute. I love any game that does that to celebrate the indie community. With a lot of guest appearances and collaboration. It makes it feel like a community and like a collaborative effort. The whole game development scene. Yeah, it's just nice. Okay, it looks like the dash is a mostly horizontal thing. Okay, so once we're over that... Oops! We gotta get a rebound off that other repulsor, I think. Like this. Alright. Yeah, still very technical to use the dash. But I'm trying. See how well we can get through Rapture here. It's been a while. Like I said, I played through the game to get to the point of unlocking Naja a couple weeks ago when I was preparing for this stream. So I've got some muscle memory rebuilt right now. But equally, I don't have familiarity with this set of levels as much as I do with earlier ones. I also like, there's a part of the game after this where the whole idea is you're rescuing Meat Boy's lady friend Bandage Girl. And there's a whole world where you play as Bandage Girl, rescuing Meat Boy instead. So that's nice. And I believe Bandage Girl is a default character in the sequel Super Meat Boy Forever, which I haven't had a chance to play through yet, but that's... Oh, it's nice that finally got finished. Although Edmund McMillan ended up dropping out of the development, but that's okay. The other half of Team Meat, Tommy Reffinez, completed development. Originally it was going to be a sort of spin-off called Super Meat Boy The Game, which was a sort of one-button auto runner for mobile platforms. But yeah, the direction of the project changed a little. Super Meat Boy, I believe, is still an auto runner. I'm not really sure. But it is a little bit different to this game. And it doesn't have guest characters from other games, sadly. But it has a lot of alternate playable characters from the Meat Boy universe. Not sure if that includes Tofu Boy, who I thought was a fun addition. I tried to enter the code. I couldn't remember what the code was, but you can unlock Tofu Boy in this game, and he's just utterly pathetic and can barely run at all. Tofu Boy originated as a sort of prank thing. If you know the organization PETA, who does a lot of questionable stunts to nominally try and protect animals, but yeah, they don't always go about it the best way, if you ask me. But sometimes they do silly, fun things, like making a parody Meat Boy Flash game called Tofu Boy. The idea being you don't need meat to be cool, you can have tofu instead, which I agree with in principle. But yeah, it's kind of cute. I've played Tofu Boy the game. There's a few levels to it, and it's, you know, kind of fun, silly. But as a reference to that, they included Tofu Boy as a playable character in this game, but made him weak and pathetic as a joke. Oops. Okay, we might be able to skip some of it. Alright, cool. I think we could cheese this level. Oh boy. So yeah, the fact that there is a Tofu Boy game, that then Tofu Boy was acknowledged by the Team Meat creators, means that I include Tofu Boy as part of the Meat Boy universe of games. Oops, okay. Well, we'll do it the proper way then. Yep, never mind. Yeah, you're supposed to just grab the wall with the repulsion effects. Like this. Oops. I think by jumping out of it, I think you might get some momentum in there. Ugh. This is tricky. I'm actually finding this easier to do with the dash. Oh. Oh yeah, of course. There's also, of course, before this, Meat Boy started as just Meat Boy without the super, and that was a Flash game. But Gibbon brings up the fact that there's a 3D Meat Boy game, Meat Boy 3D, which is a mini game inside the game Retro City Rampage, which is a really cool feature. Retro City Rampage had that exact thing that I was talking about, the whole indie game collaboration thing, including the Meat Boy minigame, where it's sort of Virtual Boy style. You're running down a street from a behind the back perspective with Meat Boy, and it's, I think the idea is it's an arcade game within that universe or something. But yeah, there were a lot of guest appearances in that game, which was fun, including Commander Video in a mini game as well, a rhythm-based thing, just like the Bit Trip Runner games. Yeah, I played that one on my 3DS, which was a lot of fun. The way it was meant to be played. Oops. Yeah, there's a way to do this. I'm not quite getting it. But that's what this game's about. Beating your head against the problem until you somehow manage it. Gotta get that repulsion off. I'm dashing too quick through the repulsor, which leaves me not enough momentum. Oh boy. If I do it earlier, I might get more boost. Yeah, and then that, and then this, and then that. Ugh. Okay, well I made it here at least without dying. So if I do this, and then this. Hey, there we go. Oh! Okay. Cool. A very long playthrough of that level, but I made it. So it's great to see Naja get another playable appearance. I had a look around, but I think this is her only guest appearance in another game outside of Aquaria, you know, officially. So how long should I play this for? Ouch. Oops. Maybe I can skip over the top. Oh, not quite enough. Thank you for the claps. Yeah, the thing is you don't get a whole lot of vertical height out of the dash. So, oops. No. And you can only do one, of course. I think I should talk about this now. I'm going to be playing some mods of Aquaria later. Ah, nuts. One of the mods that I found was something called the Meaty Mod, which was a homage to Naja's appearance in Super Meat Boy by making a very difficult platformer-focused series of stages in the Aquaria engine, but with Meat Boy sort of difficulty, a lot of rotating saws in the way that this game has to make a challenge in that kind of way. Sadly, I couldn't get it working. I gotta hit the button and then make it all the way over there. Whoa! Yeah, there were problems with running that on my setup. Apparently, there's a post-launch version of the game that was maintained by the community forum for Aquaria. And to run the Meaty Mod, you need this sort of 1.3 post-official support version of the game, which obviously had, I guess, slightly better modding support or something. The other mods that I have got lined up were available for use in the Steam release, which is sort of the latest official version of the game. But yeah, I don't know if I had it in me to play through Meat Boy style stages in the Aquaria engine anyway. But yeah, Meaty Mod's not on the menu today. Apart from Meaty Mod, there were two other mods on ModDB for Aquaria that I will be checking out when I've decided I've had enough of this. Yeah, that obviously is too slow. Ah. I probably could have... yeah, I don't know. Oops. I don't think the forums exist anymore, so I wasn't sure where to get that version of the game. But yeah, like I said, these other versions do work fine in the vanilla Steam release, which is nice. Oops. I think I was going a bit too slow there anyway. Yeah, I'm kind of getting the hang of this dash, and I'm digging it. It's really cool. Arrgh. You know, it's different momentum mechanics than what Meat Boy has, obviously, without having a run button. Hey, I even got the A+ grade, which means I did it fast enough to get under the time attack threshold that is assigned for each level. By doing that, you unlock a harder version of the stage in the Dark World. Nuts. Oh, I don't need to grab it on the way down, I can go below. But it's easier to just grab it there. Because then we can hit that button and go up the upper path. So need to hit this one we do need to grab on the way down, like so. I remember this stage. I think I actually played through this stage because there's a character warp zone off it, which is the kid from I Want to Be the Guy, which I was unable to complete. It's very difficult. In fact, I'll show you. Back to map. I Want to Be the Guy is a great game. It's very difficult. This is cute, actually. Gibbon says, as far as the Macmillan-verse platformers go, I think I prefer The End is Nigh. A bit slow-paced, and a big Metroidvania with a sprawling map. They still split up into rooms that are effectively each a Meat Boy level in scope. That sounds pretty cool. Yeah, I should check that one out. So the kid can dash like Meat Boy, which you have to alternate between dashing and not dashing on this stage to get through. It's extremely tight. But yeah, I was stuck on this for about half an hour or something, and was like, you know what? I value my time too much to do this again after having done it on another platform. Ugh. He can't shoot. And there's 3 stages just like this to get through to unlock the kid, and I'm not doing it. Oops. So I guess we can see what Naja's mugshot looks like on this screen. Did we see her in the... Yeah, we would have seen her in the curtain area here. Yeah. Derp. Very cute. Okay. I feel like Naja's walking speed is faster than Meat Boy's walking speed because she doesn't have the run. They make up for that by increasing her default speed, perhaps. Or perhaps not. I'm not sure. Beep. Okay, well, okay. Nice. And that was a grade A. Nice. Yeah, The End is Nigh. I gotta check that out. So this is the level with the rejected Meat Boys that follow you around. You gotta avoid them. Oops. I don't know if they mimic your movement. No, they just go after you. They're coming for you. Oops. Yeah, I haven't checked out much of the Macmillan-verse, as you call it, Gibbon. I don't have an interest in Binding of Isaac. But I do have the Basement Collection release on Steam in my library. I just haven't got around to trying it out yet. That's a collection of sort of smaller scope games that he put together into a bundle. And yeah. Obviously he's a talented game designer, so I thought that would be fun to check out. Oh boy. Do you know what platforms The End is Nigh is on? Like, when was it released? Oh boy. This is tricky. When you get the RNG of, like, other chaotic characters in the world, things can get complicated. Okay, so I'll lure these guys out, dash over here. Oh, didn't quite make it. Yeah, Naja probably makes some levels even easier casually, but that's by no means universal. But I am going to try and use her to clear Rapture. That's my goal today. Whoops. And not the Dark World version. Eh. Actually, maybe that's spending too much time on this game, and I should look at the mods more extensively, because they're impressive. Alright. Cool. Gibbon is talking about Time for Kook, which is a strange little shifting states platformer. Is that in the Basement Collection? That sounds pretty fun. The End is Nigh is on PC, Mac, Linux, Switch, and PS4. Okay, sounds good. can jump higher than these guys, which helps. Ah, they didn't all follow me. Yeah, get in a group, buddies. Ah. Ah. Gotta deal with 5 of them at once. Yeah, I think the key is getting them to clump up, so they're a bit more predictable as a group, instead of being spread out. So that's 3. Okay. Good. Ugh. How do I do this? Whoa. Alright. That went well. Okay, so that puts us at the halfway point of this world. Let's check out some of the Dark World versions. Yes, it's in the Basement Collection. The Basement Collection is nearly everything he did prior to the Binding of Isaac, with the exception of Super Meat Boy and Gish. Oh yeah, Gish is cool. I think that was in the Humble Indie Bundle too. Very interesting little game. You play as a blob that can sort of change its slipperiness and its density or something. It's like made of tar. Interesting puzzle platformer type thing. It's pretty cool. I think Gish is even a bonus guest character in the console port of Super Meat Boy. Speaking of which, I'm gonna switch back to the other soundtrack. Okay. But how do I get... Oh, I gotta go over there. Ow. Yeah, so on top of just having more hazards, sometimes the Dark World versions have a neat visual gimmick, like this sort of silhouette thing, Donkey Kong Country Returns style. I wonder if using this soundtrack is going to get me copyright claimed. I know they released it on soundtrack or whatever. Okay, Gibbon was saying that Gish is also on Steam for various platforms. And it turned Gish, Meat Boy, and a bunch of characters from stuff in the Basement Collection are all in Binding of Isaac, and a bunch of them and Isaac also appear in The End is Nigh. Wow. A whole connected universe of, well, as you say, the Macmillan-verse. One big happy family of games for a given value of happy. Well said. Ugh. Yeah, okay. Cheesed that one. Oh boy. Yeah, clearly you're meant to get through that with with Meat Boy's dashing momentum. So yeah, again, doing some of these levels with alternate characters can be a little harder than intended. Oops, well, whatever. Okay, so the idea here is the timers are tighter and there's more saws. So press that one and then go down here. Oops. Gosh, that's tough. Oh, there's another button. Why are there 2 buttons? Whoops. Oh, you got to hit both. Oh my gosh, that's tough. Alright, so like this and then this. Yeah, nailed it. Nah. Well, yeah. I'm not gonna do all of these. This is a demonstration only. Oh boy. Extra saws. That's the way most Dark World levels are. They just chuck a bunch more saws at you. Well, never mind. Let's see. I need to beat 17 of these levels overall to get to the boss. So let's just head for that. Try and do that quickly. Okay, I can't just cheese this by going over the top, of course. Ah! Rude. I think the ones at the start are supposed to chase you. Okay, there we go. Oh, it's already closed again. Do we need a rebound off this repulsor, perhaps? Oops. Yeah, some of the environmental hazards in Rapture are the maggots that you can see in the pit over there. And then I believe the final boss of this world is a series of giant maggots. It has a lot of RNG. Speedrunners hate that boss. Okay. Supposed to do this? Yeah. Oh. I'm supposed to go quicker than that. Yes. I did it. I can cheese this with Naija. Oh, not that. Oh, I might be able to cheese it in a different way, that bit. So if I do this and then... Oops. Not what I intended. Yeah, I've never given Naija a serious go in Super Meat Boy, so it's fun to try her out on this stream. Okay, clearly I'm doing this wrong. Yeah, there we go. Oops. Yeah, the dash can be a nice safety net sometimes. Okay, messed that one up. Oh. Okay, supposed to go up through the middle between the two saw blades, but I don't know if Naija's momentum supports that, and trying to do it with the dash might be a bit too tricky, but I'll try. No, too late. Oh, almost. Nuts. No. Oh well. It was going well. Almost. Oh yeah, let's cheese this. Let's go. Yeah. Ugh. Okay, I fell off screen. No! Oh, I almost recovered. Oh, amazing. Ah! Ah! The dash is so chaotic. Okay, cool. Oh, I love this game. Alright. Just a few more levels. No, I gotta get the timing right. Okay. Whoa, okay. Could probably skip some of these. If I do this. Oh. Oh, okay. I can see. Oh, okay. Ah! I can see a happy little maggot down on the bottom level there. I wonder if there's one kind of maggot I think that jumps at you. All right, this we can just do. Oh, crap. Woof. Okay. Yeah. No. Nah. If you slide off the dash, you don't get another dash. Sometimes it's... eh. If you jump off the dash, you probably get another one because you revert back to Naija form. Yeah. Or if you slide for long enough, something. I'm trying many different ways to cheese this and not being consistent. That's the problem. But the dash can be really hard to control. That's just how it works. Oh, wow. Gotta dash off an appearing block. You know what my least favorite Rockman stages are? Yeah, Hate Man. Whatever else has Yoku blocks. Alright, let's go to that one. This, and then... ugh. No. Okay, so I could do this, and then this. Yeah, okay, that works. If I can be more consistent with that, that'd be nice. Oh, okay. Oh, that works. Almost. Oh, I almost got it. That's the key. But then I hit the middle one by mistake. Okay, so... whoop. Nope. Oof. Gotta get the paws at a different point in the air. Like this. And then this. Okay. No! See, I'm sliding off before I get a chance to regain Naija form. Ah! Like that. Yeah. Well, that was weird. See, sometimes it just works in odd ways that are not quite what you expect. Ugh. How long is this level anyway? Let's try a different one. I only need 5 more. Yeah, skipping most of the level. Woo. Alright. Clearly needs me to land on the middle platform. Just missed it. Okay. So look where the sky dips there. Oh, it's moving. Can't rely on that texture. So about here. About here. If I pull this off, it will be pretty cool, but I really don't need to. I could try something else. In fact, this is what I could try. Well, that worked. Just jump and land there. Okay. Okay. Ah, so there's another key somewhere. Where was that lock? Ah, here. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, boy. See, when you're running as Meat Boy and jump against a wall, you get quite a nice slide up it. And it's hard to do that as Naija. You gotta try and replicate a similar thing with the dash instead. Yeah, I don't know about this one. I think it's quicker to get to this screen and then select her that way than cycling through. Oh. I skipped the whole level with the dash. I love that. Take that, level design. Oops. Okay, what was that about? Oh yeah, I thought so. You need to destroy those blocks with the missile. And this one as well. Done. Easy peasy. Didn't even need the dash. Oops. Aha. Oh, this works. Staying in this little stasis mode while hanging over a pulsar. And then... Oops! Yeah, that was dumb. Doing this is a lot trickier as Meat Boy. Whereas I have the whole stasis thing going on. Yeah, if I can get a wall jump off the other end, then I can hold in midair. Or I could just do that. That's the total cheese method. So, oh, dang. Okay, if I do this. The only question is how to get out of this mode safely. Maybe by coming over here and then... Nuts. Let's experiment. So let's say I'm here and then I dash this way. I could probably drop just enough if I time it right, or if I space it right. Yeah, let's do it. So I'll be over here, about here. And then I can... Oh! I don't like that. Okay. I was trying to keep an eye on those projectiles. Didn't quite manage it. I wonder if the timing is the same on the upper one every time. I think it is. So I'll go more here. That's tight. Alright, now I can... Ah! There's a pause before it completes the right side. Just to troll you. Alright, I'll stay here until I want to go. Okay, and then I do this. Yes! My plan worked! Alright, how many is that? One more. Okay, what's this level? Let's do the 20th level and then the boss. Judgment. Okay, not bad so far. Yoku blocks. Okay, skip that. That's good. Some rocket action. Yeah, bad dash. Okay, the key is not letting these guys follow me once I get over there, I think. Oh, well, now I've got 3 following me. I can keep some of them over there if I'm fast enough, I think. Yeah, get out of aggro range. That's the key. But maybe I can do this. Yes, none. None are following me. Okay, safe. Nope. Alright. Let's do it with just one. Ugh. No. It's faster and more repeatable than baiting them all out of the way like that. Like I did earlier. Woo! I'm going to cheese as much as possible. Nope. Why did I pick this one to do? It's got all the timing blocks. Okay. What is this level? Aha. What did that do? Oh, I see. I need to destroy the floor and hit the button. Nuts. Almost. This one's all just about movement. Oh, okay, hang on. Easy. Oh, no problem. Alright, let's do the boss. Larry's Lament. Now, oh, we can only be... Yeah, we can only be Meat Boy for the boss. Oh, that sound. Is that too loud? Yikes. There is a way to cheese this. I've seen speedrunners do it. If you somehow manage to jump outside of the boss arena and land behind the saws, then you can just wait as the bosses jump out repeatedly and eventually land themselves in the saws themselves. Oh yeah, right, you gotta grapple onto this to lure them over there. Oh, that sound is horrible. Gibbon says, this dude is a lot easier in Isaac. Oh, that noise! Oh man, I'm gonna turn it down because that's horrible. Woof. Okay, you probably don't need to grapple that the whole time. Yeah. So that works. This is the RNG thing, because whether they do the jumping attack that makes them vulnerable is just randomness. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna work. Oops. Oh, I thought I was dead. Nuts. You have to get all three of them to jump into the saws, of course. If I could remember how to do the cheese strat, I would, but... I can't. Okay. I guess I gotta hang out near the middle, then they'll pop up, and then maybe I can get them to jump in there. Yeah, that would have worked. Oh well. Ah. Oops. The bosses in this game are pretty hit or miss. Ah, that almost got it. There's like a delay on, yeah, when they pop up, so... Nope. What? Why? Do I do this? Ah! I'm trying to manipulate them, but I don't really know how. Maybe if you're too close. Ah! They won't do the attack, the jumping attack. Come on, buddies. There we go. That's one more. Okay, last one. Nuts! Alright. I really want to do this just so that I can play a little bit of the Bandage Girl level. That way, when I'm drawing all the characters that I played as this year, I can include Bandage Girl on the stream collage picture that I draw. Alright. We're very quickly at the same point that we were just at before. Okay. Thing is, once you get to that spot outside the arena, you're completely safe. None of the boss's attacks can hurt you, so you really literally just wait for them to do the jumping attack. Come on. No! Oh, that was so close. I thought I was gonna. Ah! Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I think they're guaranteed to do it once at the start. Wow. Lightning fast. Nope. Ah! That was so close to not working. That was just the pop-up. Oh, I could climb onto the backside. Ugh! It's a bit risky though. Come on, buddy. Buddy! Buddy! Maybe this is the key. The screaming. Gosh, the screaming. So, how's everybody else's day going? Oh, really? Okay, I can see the problem. I think the key is to just stand here. Jumping... Oh, okay. Yeah, of course, there's one on the floor as well. Jumping, I feel like, will help to lead their... where their jump attack is aiming at, right? But it also makes me more vulnerable not being able to react. But if I stand here and jump at the right time, I should dodge that arcing, that spread shot that they do, like that. That was my plan. I love it when a plan comes together. Like so. All according to Keikaku. Translator's note, Keikaku means plan. Now I'll take a chip. And eat it! Oh, nom. Okay, actually it was a biscuit, but... The end. Oh, maybe it's after the end that you get Bandage Girl. Oh well, all that for nothing. Never mind. This is a reference to the opening of Pokemon Red and Blue, by the way. All these little level intros are cheeky little references to older games. So there's only a few levels in this section. Character select is disabled, so you can't place Naja. But once you do this, you basically go back through a section like this as Bandage Girl. And it's cool, but yeah, that's the end of the Super Meat Boy portion of the stream, I think. Exit. Okay. So the other thing I promised today was mods. We're going to play some mods. Yeah, we'll do them in that order. Capture the window. So for this, we're going to launch Aquaria back up again. Play it as before, but we're playing fan-made content packs. And there's an option right here on the main menu for mods. And in here I've dropped a few things, but there's also a modding tutorial, template, test map, a lot of helpful things for modders to use, as well as the jukebox, so you can just listen to the songs. Lovely. So the two I'm looking at today are Labyrinth and Sacrifice. I found both of these on ModDB, the mods database. So yeah, we'll start with this one. For those who like mazes. It's described as being about exploration and mazes and stuff. It was made in 2012 by Fawpaw, F-A-W-P-A-W. What will I do this morning? Lee's visiting the surface and probably won't be back for a few days. Perhaps I'll see if I can open up that blocked passage in the old labyrinth. I better brush up on songs and collect some supplies. So, spoiler alert for plot details later on in Aquaria, but this particular mod is intended to take place after the end of the game. It's an epilogue kind of adventure. Oh, and here's the jumping out of the water, that whole mechanic that I wanted to show. It's here right from the start. So we can use our dash to do a bigger jump, and then you can jump off from surfaces that you've clung onto just as you can underwater, but gravity is a big factor, of course. Getting some echo feels from those kind of jumps, that's nice. Yeah, so let's see. Oh, we don't actually have a map in this mod, but hey, a map would actually break the game if it's focused on mazes, so that's fine. Yeah, once you get the power of nature, there's another transformation that Naja can do where she throws seeds out that grow into little plant things, and you can use those to launch yourself, and that's a factor for some kind of platforming segments in the base game when you get onto some dry land portions later on. What's this? So I've never played this before, this is all brand new to me. It's just a little fun exploration mode. Okay, cool. So we're going to remember songs just by grabbing them in the world. So in terms of the plot, like I said, this is an epilogue. She mentioned at the start that Lee's off somewhere. This is just to shuffle him out of the way. At the end of Aquaria, or sort of during the events of Aquaria, you meet this guy called Lee. He's a human who has a diving suit. And Naja and Lee develop a little relationship, and then by the end, they're living together. And so he's not a factor in this story. Oh, is that his submarine? That's cool. Get some like steampunk tech going on in this game with the other civilizations that live there. Lee's old submarine. I bet that as soon as he's done repairing it, we will go on a nice adventure. Oh, hello. I recognize these guys from Animal Crossing. Deep sea fish. So we haven't really seen an explicit maze. In some of the screenshots for this mod, I saw some very labyrinthine type exploration parts. Ow. It's okay, we can eat some food later to recover that. Can I... yeah, we're pretty much starting with nothing, which is okay. I remember doing that. A quick shield song to help protect our health. Whoa! Hello, friend. Don't need me. I forget how to move boulders, but obviously I don't have the power to do it just now. But yeah, obviously the editing tools for modding are quite powerful because this looks just like the base game. They've just dropped in the assets that are available through the modding tools, clearly. Well, I assume. Don't really know much about the process of development of it, but yeah, the fact that you're able to make whole new worlds like this, and they just work so well with this engine. What's this plant over here? Oop, oop, oop. Okay, I don't think it wants me to go through that. Oh, there we go. So what is this? Nothing. Never mind. Just a bit of background. This is the maze section that I saw a screenshot of. So a lot of just paths to go, etc. Okay, well, that's a dead end. You're supposed to be able to bring up a larger version of the map. There's even a hint about it, I believe, but I think they've disabled that for this mod because, yeah, it's about navigating the maze yourself. And there's so many little wildlife things that you can find. Got a little turtle here, very cute. Probably should eat something, actually. How do I get to my inventory again? I forgot. Oh, there is a map. Oh, what's this? This is a kind of debugging map, I guess. Maybe you're not supposed to access that. Oh. The spinning move. I don't know. Whatever. Oh, is it clicking on this? No. Oh, right, the tabs. Yeah, okay. Heal me, please. No pets. There's 4 pets you can find. Yeah. Stuff, etc. Let me see. Oh yeah, I had some other notes about this. According to its description on ModDB, playing through this mod's story will take 5 to 6 hours, or twice as long if you take time to enjoy the ambiance. So yeah, quite extensive what they're able to create here. Is it this to move boulders? No. Hello, bigger turtle. Yeah, the pets were a cool feature in the original Aquaria. Ow. Just having little friends swim along with you and do some various things. One of them could shoot out extra projectiles in combat, and others would have other functions. You know, like little squid, little jelly, various things. Found a new map token. Double click the mini map. So that's saved on the mod file. Yeah, so labyrinth_main. Double click the map. Yeah, like I said, I think they've disabled that. Excuse me. Let's see. So there's clearly something here. Oh, a warp. Okay, cool. So we're in another map now. But I can't progress here. I think we might be able to interact with these when we have the nature power. But yeah, okay. A dead end for now. So it's cool having a different kind of experience. Perhaps I'll even find more of the drift pearl Lee likes to carve. So this is our home, I guess. Oh. Nice. Sleep to recover. This is the version of Naja's home in this mod, I guess. Ooh, I got a treasure. Oh, it's telling me what treasures I have. Costumes, yes, yes. Wow, there's lots to find in this mod. The costumes are cool. The way the game handles Naja's graphics, if I stop for a sec, it'll actually zoom in on her. Each like part of her torso and her limbs are stored separately and moved separately like a little marionette. It's pretty cute. But yeah, you can swap out costumes, which gives different appearances to her outfits, as well as I think gameplay benefits. Although, yeah, I don't recall exactly how it worked in the base game. Obviously the transformations have different looks to them. Maybe... yeah, I don't know. Ooh, a secret message. If you can decode that in Aquaria language, it's probably a nice message, but I don't know what it is. So I'm following these pulses on the minimap generally to try and get something. Ooh, that looks delicious. I love dumplings. Okay, so getting through this maze, I guess. I've been here already and found just dead ends. So there must be another entrance to it somewhere. Because that doesn't lead anywhere, that doesn't lead anywhere. Yeah, and the boulder's blocking that. So I've been all the way through there now without getting anywhere. So that, yeah, that was out there. Okay. Making a mental map. But just, yeah, swimming around is very peaceful in this game. The movement system's quite good. Let's try using the mouse system for a little bit. So can I get through these little crevices? Oh, they're so tight. Okay. Do I need to, though? There's a red squiggle on our map up there. Maybe I can squeeze in over here. Okay, that's a bit more open. Oh yeah, that was the... yeah, I've been here. Okay. That's the save crystal. But I haven't done anything since I was last there. So what's this? Did I miss something over here? Oh, just a little spot to sit down. Very cool. Oh yeah, that was the teleport to the place I couldn't do anything in. Right. Which means... and what's that icon? Is that the icon telling me I can craft here? I guess. Debug mode. There's squares around some things, but not even the portal or the interactable organ. I don't know what that's about. Well, I've been in a big circle. It'll take too long to try and decode that. I could try. Well, I don't have a solid idea on where to go next, so I might as well. All right. Aquaria language. So I realized that I should disable the filtering now that I'm not playing that pixel game anymore. What the? Okay. Alphabet. Alright, here's the cipher. I found it, but I need it to be zoomed out a bit. Okay. So that first one's an F, and then an I, N, D, find, T, W, O, find 2, S, O, N, G, S, find 2 songs, F, O, U, R, 4, T, R, E, T, R, E, T, R, E, A, S, U, U, yes, U, R, E, S, 4 treasures, and then T, H, R, E, E, 3, Q, no, it's reversed. What letter is that? Oh, it's C. C, O, S, T, U, costumes. Yeah, okay, costumes. Okay, find 2 songs, 4 treasures, 3 costumes. O, N, E, 1. What's that one? V. V, E, R, S, E, verse. Very important concept in this game's universe. Egg. 1 verse egg. Okay. So it's telling me what I need to find, which is less than the total amount, unless because when I interacted with the thing in my home, it said like how much of each collectible I'd found, right? So it could be that the one in the home is drawing that from the base game and the mod actually has less than that as depicted by the mural, or something happens when you get to that milestone of that certain number of things within the possibilities. It's like interacting with this. yeah. Verse eggs, etc. Whereas there's also drift pearls here. Alright, where should I go? I'm kind of drifting aimlessly right now. Let's go up and then work our way clockwise. I couldn't reach that blip on the map. I couldn't figure that out. So the map's disappeared. Oh, it's back. It goes dark here for some reason. The mini map. And this is somewhere I couldn't get up, but I could try wall jumping. Okay, you can't wall jump off an angled surface. But, oh, okay. This might be promising. And then like this. Oh, almost. See, if you land on an angled surface, you sort of hang on and then drop. Woo! Nope. Got to get higher up before going across. But I have to land on an angled surface in order to... Whoop, jump that same way. Ah! See, if I land on a vertical surface like that, I can't then jump off the same way. I have to go the opposite way. But I could... just got to be really careful with the angle. So that's good. Oh, not quite. But I don't want to go just a short distance. Ah, nuts. Almost. Maybe you can't hang on a vertical surface. Oh, okay. If you're quick enough, you can even do one like that. Okay, that works. Ugh. Platforming. I guess I want to see what this is. Learned the hot soup recipe. Aha, the water bubbles that I was telling you about. Lovely. My Mythos doll. So that's what happened to it. Thieving rook. Give me my doll. Oh, it killed me straight away. But I did get the doll. Oh, it didn't kill me. Okay. You found a lost treasure. Nice. And that will show up at my home. Very cute. Love that. So this is one of the most memorable parts of Echo the Dolphin Defender of the Future is the hanging spheres of water. You don't get spheres in any of the 2D games. You get the... There's the Hanging Waters level... What's it called? When you first get to Trellia's Future in Tides of Time, there's skyways where the water is suspended in channels through the air. And there's a very infamous section where you need to avoid a giant Medusa jelly. Okay, it's another treasure. Oops! Well, I fell down. But I got 2 treasures out of it, which is nice. I guess that was an optional section up there. What's this? Is that something? Oh, another treasure. Great. An egg. I've been offered an egg by the game, and I accept. Wow, this is lovely. I'm enjoying this mod. That was that area, so now if I continue my clockwise exploration... Oh, there's this little bit in here. Looks like it's open on the left. Maybe there's an invisible channel. So keep an eye on this wall, there might be a gap in it that I can sneak on through. Oh, what was that? Nope. Should I be bumping up against it as well? Oh, okay. I guess I just need to move that boulder, but I don't know how to do that yet. So the mini-map went black again when I came over here. Oh, this is that section. Okay. So now I'll head down and around to the right. So I've been through here. I can't attack yet, so I can't deal with those enemy spawners. Kelp Forest is nice, it reacts to you. And that's where I found the shield song, right? Yeah. So I'm retreading old ground here. I think in the interest of time, I'll say I've had a great time with this mod, but I might leave it there. I'm not going to do a comprehensive playthrough of it today. What's this? That looks suspicious. Nope. So I might do a little quick look at the other mod now. Oh, I guess I should save since I got those treasures, right? Alright, I'll head over back to where I know the save point is. It's good that the game supports multiple save files, so you can keep your progress on multiple mods. Oh, the egg appeared over here, did it? Or is this a different egg? I don't know, but I'm getting really hurt by that anemone. Anemone. Anemone? Yeah, cool. Alright, how long have I been playing? 25 minutes. That's a decent chunk of time. Okay. Now, quit game. Yes? Yeah, okay. That does take you to the title screen. Now I'll do a quick go on the Sacrifice mod. You can load this from a save game. So the previous one was a sequel to the story, showing a little slice of life after Naija's time in the main game. Oh, what's all this about? This one is actually a prequel game. So this is Sacrifice, a mod made in 2009 by VX the Bear. It's described as a narrative-driven prequel campaign. Actually, I think that's how I described it. I wrote that. With 20 new maps and 10 cutscenes. But yeah, this is kind of a framing story about telling an older story before the events of the main game. That's the idea. Just gonna turn up the game volume a little bit, because I had it turned down from the very loud boss fight in Super Meat Boy. So in ages past, Mythos constantly traversed his waters in the defense of his people, even after the Crotite Wars when Aquaria was at peace. Unbeknownst to his subjects, he waited in fear of one much greater than himself, but they never came. His wanderings began to slowly put distance between he and his people, and eventually he left his waters, never to return. So this is like mythology stuff. Yeah. So we're going to be introduced now to some new characters. Okay. Like I said, narrative driven. Okay, the Prince of Mythos looked to his wife Elena, and that is who we are playing as in this story. So Elena is the replacement for Naja in this story. She's the princess of the Mythos Kingdom. I believe Drask is mentioned in the main game, but not seen. And I think Elena, I'm not sure, but whatever the case, she's the protagonist of this story. Oh, hello, turtle. So this is how we warp in the game. Okay. I guess that's a crafting, yeah, that's a cooking pot. So it's all the same controls as Naja. Same mechanics as well. But there's a new kind of dialogue system inspired by adventure games in this mod. So when we go up here, we're going to meet somebody. That's as far as I've played to test the mod up to this point. So you meet a guy, and this whole dialogue system comes up here. So apparently I'm not allowed to leave, and I can either give the haughty answer or the nice answer. So I'll pick the nice one. And by being nice to the guard, he lets us pass and says, oh, I'll just tell them that you evaded me. There's like a little backflip you can do sometimes. Like, yeah, if you hit the dash button again during the beginning of the dash, you can do a little flip around. It's cute. Okay, so Drask is locking everybody up, apparently. Or not up, but we can't leave the land. Sea loaf. It's almost like cartoonishly mean answer and nice answer. I wonder... okay. So if you alternate jumping from floor to ceiling on a tunnel, you can get through pretty quick. Time certainly does fly. Mean, less mean, neutral. Okay. This looks important. Okay, so lots of text to read through in this game. Oh, what the? All items can be tamed by trading one memory crystal. Okay. What is this? Okay, okay. So I guess this is how you enter like a level. The form is a transformation. I think that's just a costume, yeah. But yeah, there's like stuff I've forgotten about this game. You can turn into a little fish. I think that was in the base game, yeah. Anyway, the coming of war. What's this about? I recall when I first tried to play this game, I was trying to play with a touchpad, which was not the best method. What's that? Oh, bubbles bursting on the ceiling. Does this have a mini-map? No, I cannot expand the map in this mod either, apparently. Oh, hello. Okay, not interactable. Wait, what? Oh, this is Naja as a small child with her mother. What? I forgot to go into offline mode. So annoying. Sorry that it tells you that G-Man is playing Fall Guys. I don't want to know either. Oh, so that was just a little scene. Okay, cool. But I don't have the crystals. Can't do anything. Okay. Yeah, so a bit of backstory for Naja there. When we meet her, she's kind of adrift and without memories and without any sort of purpose, but there was more to her life. Oh boy. Very heavy. I know he left because the prologue told me. Oh, who's this? Whoa, okay. You can buy food with more crystals. We don't have any crystals yet. Crates, urns, and songflowers. Whole currency system, that's interesting. So these are examples of other peoples that exist in the world of Aquaria. Some of them are gone by the time of Naja's story. Who is this? What? Oh my gosh, this guy's a creep. Yeah, I'm leaving. Well, here we go. Another secret message. Shall we decode it? It's very long. Okay, so that's an M, I remember. Nope, it's upside down. That's a B. B-E dot small tail on that one. What does that mean? Oh, it's got the part on the side. O S, yeah, HOS P I T A hospitable. Yes, okay. Hospitable. Be hospitable to TO ALL to all CREATURES. Be hospitable to all creatures. Signed, what is that? ELENA. Elena. Me. My character wrote this apparently, or at least said it, and it was immortalized in stone. Be hospitable to all creatures. There you go, that's the kind of person Elena is. Oh, it's Naja. Hello. Whoa, she's got a mean mother. This one, yeah. nice one. No, you're right. Okay, she wants to be alone for a bit, which is fine. I'll respect that. But she's also given me a task to find treasures to decorate her room, which sounds cool. I'm on board. Hello. Ah, this is Naija's mother. Let's push her. Okay. Yeah, I already talked to her. That's cool. All right. Okay. Oh yeah, so it said I could get currency out of boxes, but I don't know how to break them. I only have the shield spell right now. And I've explored a fair bit. Where else can I go? That looks like a throne room. I believe I have not been over here. So that's Drask. Yeah, grill him. Oh, here we go. Oh, the gears of my mind will not stop turning. Whatever, dude. Yeah, I don't like being locked up. But let's not jump straight into that. Very ambitious. Let's do the middle one. Adventure. Oh, many others I should talk to, huh? Whoa. Being shown a cutscene. Okay. More people being abducted. That's bad news. So far, what we've seen in the game is very, adventure-y, like dialogue focused, just exploring this space, talking to people. Presumably, now that we've been given this task, we can kind of get out and do some other kinds of gameplay. So straight down or over there. They said talk to the walker or whatever. And I got directed to this crystal as well. I think I've exhausted what I can do in there right now. I can do a... No, that's still locked. Yes, presumably I'll be getting some of that currency when I go out and start doing things. So let's see what that part of the game might consist of. And then we're going to stop. I've been doing this long enough today, I think. But clearly, yeah, like these are big experiences. A lot of work put into them. A lot of stuff to do. These mods, so very impressive stuff. Aha. Cool, cool, cool. Now I can see a map. Oops. Yep. Alright, cool. So now we're outside the city in the realm of Mythos, greater realm. We've got to find the Crotites and negotiate with them. Oh, an interior space with a squid. Hello. The creature smiles. Oh boy. Don't know how a squid can smile exactly. So the glowing dot is a space that I can enter or interact with, I guess. There's another one here. Hello. Oh boy. You know, for all the talk about how few priestesses there were, I sure am meeting a lot of them. Okay. Spoiler alert for the main game, but the background music that you're hearing right now factors into the plot of the base game, and you end up learning how to sing it with these notes, and it becomes an important, yeah, an important thing that you do. And it's woven into the whole, like, yeah, the whole game through that. It's pretty cool stuff. So, looks like there's still more just interacting, meeting people out here. But there's still cooking mechanics, there's a lot of item mechanics that we haven't even been introduced to yet in this mod. I guess since there's a cluster of like save crystal and warp turtle over here, this might lead to intended progress. There's a few paths I can take at the moment, but I'll go for this one first. Hold on. Whoops, sorry. Well, so, hold on. Whatever. Let's just go down here. Where will this lead me? Oh, it's a sub area. And one I've been to. That's the shortcut out. Okay, got it. Which means we've closed that loop. Now we can try going this way. Ah, never mind. Okay, I'll head to the left. Wow, when this stream is over, I can move on from the mermaid stuff, which I had meant to do during May, and start on some of the other things that I've got on my backlog. Maybe the next thing I'll do is the Crazy Climber, Hyper Crazy Climber, because that's another backlog thing that I had been introduced to during the podcast with Gibbon about the Crazy Climber series. So that might be the next thing I do. The Crystal Cave, okay. Alright. Did they tell me where the crow tides are? If I had to guess, it's probably through that other gap, because it has that sort of square end to it, which implies a constructed tunnel. I just want to see what other sort of things the game might have in store for us if you progress. Ah, stuck. More messages. Decode them if you wish. Oh boy. Okay, maybe a bit of a hub here, leading to other zones. Whoa! The kelp forest. Oh, that was solid. I did not avoid that. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. We'll make this the last thing I do. Oh, hello. What an interesting creature. This is the walker. What do you know? This is what I was pointed to. How wonderful. I'm quite fond of you Mytholan people. Always thinking of something to say, but never quite sure how to say it. Let's start with something simple. Why are you here? Okay. Oh, well, don't be so rude. I've been sent on behalf of Prince Drask to seek counsel in these dark times. Dark times, eh? They certainly could be better, but I wouldn't go as far as that. And who has come on behalf of Drask? Okay. I could lie and say that I'm a cook, but no, I'm Elena, wife of Prince Drask. Then why not simply say Princess Elena? Oh boy. I don't know. Fair answer. I've walked Aquaria for many decades. It is a beautiful place, and you've no doubt seen on your own journey. The lands above the surface are most pleasant as well, although I prefer my home beneath the waves. There's always a really rude option, and I'm never gonna pick it. The Energy Temple. Yeah, just tell me. Ah, he speaks in riddles. Or they speak in riddles, I should say. West through the kelp forest. Okay. And a new song. The Bind song. What did that do? Not sure. Well, we've been given a new mission and a new ability. Yes, I do recall some of the songs being simple, like just traveling on the arc like that. Does it help against these? Ah! Or is it a more situational puzzle key thing? I don't know what it does, I forget. I assume that the skills you learn in this game are the same as ones that exist in the base game. Okay, wait. Oh, okay. Yep, cool. So we saw a mechanic a little bit like this in the 2D demake Aquarium, pulling and dragging rocks and stuff. And that's how you move the boulders. What? I figured that was an item I could pick up, but I guess not. Oh, a save crystal. I've been playing this for 28 minutes. We're in the Energy Temple. Whoa, quite an extensive space. So yeah, I might call it there. That's the end of that stream. Thanks for joining me. This has been really interesting. Seeing what other people have done with Aquaria. Yeah, with the world, with the characters. In terms of the demake and the guest appearance, they were fun twists on the thing. And yeah, you can do a lot of different things with the mod tools to create different kinds of games, whether it just be an exploration game or more of a narrative driven experience like this one. And the Meaty Mod that I mentioned, which is a hardcore platformer, but I couldn't play it. Yeah, so Aquaria, great game. I think I got it for $13.50 Australian, so it's pretty cheap. And yeah, so it's on Steam for PC. You can probably get it elsewhere. Like, because I got it in the indie bundle, it might be on the Humble store as well. But I haven't looked up that stuff. But yeah, thanks for joining me. This has been really fun. May has been brought to a very late close with this one. But yeah, it was great to pick up some other kind of mermaid games that I'd been meaning to play for a while in terms of last week. I had been meaning to do the Super Meat Boy Naja stuff for a little while as a fun like adjunct to Aquaria. Playing through all of Aquaria itself would take a long time. So it's not something that fits my streams, which is more short bursts. So yeah, I don't have anything else to say. So thanks very much for watching. Have a good one. And yeah, have a swim in the sea if it's safe to do so. I don't know. Bye.